Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another YouTube video. And this is where I'm going to teach you to be sharp and what I am investing in right now. Everybody knows I collect Trevor Lawrence, yes. A top 5 quarterback in the league, yes. Future AFC championship, yes. Future AFC championship winner, yes. Those things are all going to happen in the near future, but you can't have all your eggs in one basket. You got to diversify your portfolio. And I have many players over here that I am investing in. And I'm going to explain to you why. For upside reasons, for money reasons, for maybe I like their personality. Maybe I like the team. Those are all reasons I invest in players. And now I'm going to show you my first one, which could be considered a miss. But you got to show your wins. You got to show your losses. Look at that. That is all Trey Lance. Treyway, look at this. Gold vinyl 101 rated rookie. PSA 10 Trey Lance. I'm just going to show you all of them first, and then I'll explain to you why. It's a 35 perp. Bought that at Nationals last year. I don't forget. Stars and Stripes, true RPA to 25. Obsidian, pulled this myself. Black and gold to 8s. 9.5 red zone, 2.95s, 2.10s. That's nasty. Blue fluorescent to 15. Color blast, and this is where it gets dangerous. Dangerous. That's dangerous. True RPA to 99. Midnight 9.5. The thing is, I might be down on Trey Lance. Because I'm going to show you the rest. Look, we got Trey Lance gold, PSA 10, Trey Lance encased, silver PSA 10, color blast 9.5. But although he still hasn't played a snap, although I was investing before he even played a game, this is all from before last season, I got this card for $6,000 raw. Actually, it wasn't raw. This is the craziest flip story I ever have for a human being. Got it at SGC 8.5. Cracked it, cleaned it, and it got a 9.5. This card to this day is still worth around $10,000 to $14,000. I think the last sold was around $14,000. I haven't checked in a while, so don't take my numbers for it. But if this card is $14,000, that means I'm up $8,000 still on this card, which means, probably got this for $1,000 free. Got this for free. Got this for free. Got this for free. These are all just cards that I am up off that card alone. Although I might be down on, the Stars and Stripes, the gold vinyl. But, I remember I bought this card for $11,000. Well, if you look at it, this is one of Trey Lance's best cards in existence. I bet I could still fetch for this card today $8,000 to $10,000. So you don't really lose until you sell. So I just hold them. Because the thing is, the day Trey Lance, because think about it, this is what I'm thinking in my head. When I was investing in him, which was last year, when I was investing in him, he was the starter. He was going to be the starter of the team. I just like to invest. I invested in Trey Lance for the pure ability and the players around him. They have the best team on paper, the San Francisco 49ers. So if Trey Lance touches the field as starting quarterback, they're going to win games. And winning games in the hobby makes your value go up, whether you play great or whether you play bad. If you win, your stock's going to go up because you're going to the playoffs. You make the playoffs, you make money in this hobby. So, Trey Lance, will he ever play for the Niners again? Don't know. Doesn't matter. Because I believe Trey Lance will start another game in the NFL. Might not be for the Niners, but there is no way in my mind that a third pick in the NFL draft will not get a shot playing QB anywhere else. He's going to get a shot somewhere. So guess what? I'm going to hold until the day that he gets a starting position, and then that is the day I will sell Trey Lance. Biggest investment, number two. Number two, put it up here, Colby. Put him up here. Zion Williamson. one of the most hyped people, and this is the one I'm most bullish upon out of all the players over here. Zion is an MVP contender, can carry a team, is an all-star in the league when healthy. See, you invest in someone, I can't predict injuries. Nobody can predict injuries. But when this guy plays, he's a top 10 player in the league. So these are my Zions, and I'm going to go into a little explaining after this. Zion Pulsar, 35. Zion Tie-Dye to 15. Zion Prism Mojo. Zion Gold Prism Shimmer. Zion Rookie, 1 of 1. Zion NT True times 2. Double up, double up, double up. Zion Cracked Ice. Zion Black Shimmer. These are all Zion cards. I would not be selling right now. I would be buying Zion out the wazoo. I'm still buying Zion right now. I actually just bought that orange Pulsar about 3 days ago because Zion right now is so undervalued. Because look, I invest in people that everybody say is not going to be good. All the Trevors that you saw in the last video, I was buying those when they were 3 and 14. When they had Urban Meyer, when nobody was talking about Trevor, saying he was a bust already after a fluke season with the worst coach of all time. That's when I was buying him. And now look, everybody says, Grant, how'd you know? I've been telling you. And now I'm telling you again. Zion's upside for his value of his cards right now. This card used to be $70,000, $80,000. I got these last two for I think $14K a pop. It used to be $70,000 when he was playing in the league. 70. So you could see where he could, if he even gets back to that point, making $40,000, $50,000 a card. You understand? So if he comes back next season and he plays the full season, and because people forget they were number 1 seed in the West last season for the first 30 games because Zion was playing. Number 1 seed. And then he got hurt, and they didn't even make the playoffs. He's the guy that carries the team. So, if he plays, he gets fully healthy, he gets his mind on track. You invest in players in the NBA different from the NFL. This guy's a walking highlight reel. He's all over ESPN. He's all over Twitter. Every time he's in the game, he makes plays that just go viral. It sounds weird, but players that go viral in the hobby make you more money. Let's just show you a comparison. A running back that kind of goes viral. He's outgoing. He's outspoken. Saquon Barkley. He's in New York. A lot of people talk about him. Arguably one of the best running backs in the league. Let me talk about, it's not even arguable, top 3 running back in the league. Nick Chubb. The guy doesn't speak. The guy doesn't talk. He's in Cleveland. Not much upside, but he's a very good running back, but he's not marketable. So that's why I would invest in Nick Chubb, but Saquon, you could invest. So that's Zion. Another guy I like. And you don't need a lot of cards. It could just be one. And I love this guy. Anthony Edwards, Prism Mojo, PSA 10. Anthony Edwards, Gold Kaboom, PSA 10. Anthony Edwards, Field Double Cosmic. Anthony Edwards, Logo Man. Anthony Edwards, NT, True RPA to 24. So, Anthony Edwards, I mean, the guy's an all-star. He's not one of my big buys right now because he is sort of expensive. I like to buy people, like this is a guy like comparable to Trey Lance and Zion. Everybody says Trey Lance is never going to play again. Everybody says Zion's a bust. That's why I like investing in them because they're cheap right now. Ant-Man is on the other end. He's kind of expensive because he's very good. He's outspoken. He was in a movie. You know, he's going to be very good in the league for a long time. I'm just holding these cards, hoping to one day that he makes the playoffs, makes a run, gets some players around him. And, you know, maybe eventually wins a ship. He's young. He's got 10 more years in the league. I like his upside, but he's not my favorite buy right now. I'd be buying Trey Lance or Zion for the price over Ant-Man, but I really, truly believe these cards will still continue to go up because he's just a good player. So it's comparable to Zion, which everybody thinks is a bust. I think it's a great buy. Trey Lance, same thing. Ant-Man, everybody thinks is good. Not many bad things is talked about Ant-Man. So I wouldn't consider him too big of a buy. But I'm just showing you my PC because I love Ant-Man. He's a good guy. And look, you don't need a lot of cards in your PC. You just need, in my opinion, big ones. Because a lot of people flip, they get a lot of bases, and then they flip them one at a time. I'd rather just go all in on a big card and just ride that. because then you have one invested in him. See, look, I got this 2.5 years ago. I think Josh Allen and the Bills, mark my words, we're going to come back to this in February. I believe Josh Allen and the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl this year. That is my opinion. He's due. I just think so. That's my opinion. But that is a Josh Allen rookie flawless to 5, gem plus 9.5. That is the biggest card of Josh Allen I own. Then I have a Josh Allen ticket to 49. So I only have 2 big ones, but I'm not selling them. Josh Allen is one of the biggest buys in the hobby. Think about this. Trevor Lawrence has now passed Josh Allen in price in the hobby. I think Josh Allen has a, great squad, great defense. Nobody circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills. And I think Josh Allen will win a Super Bowl. If it's not this year, it's within the next 3 to 4 years. I think he will win a Super Bowl in the next 4 years. So buy every Josh Allen there is right now. Because guess what? In a year or 2 years from now, they will probably be worth more than the one they are right now. That's a good investment. That's a great investment. Josh Allen, great investment. But for example, another guy that's very low. I don't have a lot of his cards, but I have big ones. Look, Kyle Trask RPANT, Kyle Trask Prism Gold, Kyle Trask Prism Gold. Like, these aren't small cards. These are some of his biggest cards in existence. But if I'm going to invest in someone, I go big. Because if a price is going to fluctuate, for example, I remember this card, Kyle Trask Prism Gold. The sticker says 4,000. I got it for 3,000. It was a trade in cash. I think it was like maybe even 2,500, $3K for this card. I could probably, Kyle Trask has not played a game, not taking a snap. I could probably still sell this card for profit. See, this guy, I'm a Bucks fan, so that plays into it. But if Kyle Trask just starts, doesn't have to be good. That's the biggest misconception of this hobby. They think you got to go to the playoffs, you got to win a Super Bowl for your investment to make money. Kyle Trask is dirt cheap right now. If he wins the starting position over Baker Mayfield and he's announced starter, his prices immediately go to starter prices. Like, if this says $4,000 sticker, he's announced starter, probably could fetch 7, 8K for this card. He didn't even have to play a snap. So I am a Bucks fan, so I am a little biased, but I'm still buying Kyle Trask. I want a lot of big ones because if he gets announced starter, you're going to make a lot of money. Invest in Kyle Trask. Next, see, these are all players I don't have a lot of. I only have 2 of Jalen Green's, but they're both golds. And those are big on-card autos, only 10 in the world. Have 5 and 3 out of 10. Those are big cards, but I like Houston Rockets. He's young. They're building a good squad around him. He's not my biggest investment, but I think he has potential upside. I like Jalen Green as a player. He's a shooter. He makes those Twitter reels. He makes those IGs. He's a baller. And I like his personality. Not my biggest investment, but I do like him as a player. These are 2 ones I'm very excited about right here. See, I only have 1 big card of each. Sam Howell Prism Gold. Justin Fields Prism Gold. I actually just traded 3 big Trevors away and cash for this Fields. Want to know what's crazy about this? I traded for this card in like 11K trade value and cash. I just saw someone list this on Twitter. Same exact card, PSA 9, asking 17K. Asking 17. I made the trade a week ago. Asking, card's probably actually worth like 14. Fields is now selling. He's on fire right now. Fields is on fire right now. But look, if I got this for, let me give you a prime example. My biggest gain card in my Trevor Lawrence PC, I got Trevor's True Gold Raw for 12K. Slabbed it up, got a PSA 9. That card is now worth $31,000. I made $19,000 on one card if I were to sell, which I've got offers I could sell, but I'm not. Same thing with Fields. It's like, how many small cards would I have to invest in Fields? Origins Auto, Contenders Auto, RPA Phoenix, RPA Select, whatever it is. I'd have to invest in 10, 20 autos to make the same gain that I could make on one card. Let's say Fields balls out, wins the NFC North in the playoffs. I could see his True Gold being worth 25, 30K, just like Trevor is. That's a card I can make 18K. Imagine how many cards I'd have to sell of Fields just to make 18K. A lot. So I'd rather go big on one than go a ton on little. And I like Fields. But I'm probably going to sell this at Nationals because I like the hype, But I got this card because I met him in person, so I had to get him. And then how, I bought this raw for $2,500. I'm going to be honest. Got a 9.5. Can I get 4K for this card right now? Probably. Will I sell it before season? I don't know. I like how I think he's going to be one of the best rookies in the class. Might sell it at Nationals, but you never know what's going to happen. So, I mean, sometimes you got to buy one card of someone, and sometimes you whale in. Sometimes you whale in when you believe. So, we'll see what happens. If there's a lesson to learn is, number one, diversify your portfolio. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I mean, I kind of wish I put all my eggs in Trevor because then I'd be a lot more richer because Trevor is him. He's the hottest player in the market right now. I'm not even joking. But it goes both ways. If Trevor actually tore his ACL, then you'd rather have other people to fall back on, make money on other players. So diversify your portfolio. Number two, my biggest advice, buy when everybody is saying don't buy. Like Ja, I have a bunch of Jaws I'm not showing right now because they're in the mail coming, because I was literally buying them as all the situation of the guns were going down. I was buying them because I get it, off the court, not good. When he's on the court, he's an elite player. And when he comes back, he only got 25 games. Those cards are going to be worth more. So I was buying a lot of Jaws. So people are telling me not to buy Zion, I buy more. Don't buy Trey Lance, I buy more. Don't buy Kyle Trask, I buy more. Don't buy Ja, I buy more. Because that's how the hobby works. It's the same thing that goes with investments in the stock market, crypto, whatever you're buying. Usually when people are saying don't do it is when it turns out to be well. Everybody's been there with a bet. Everybody's been there with an investment. When everybody was saying don't buy Tesla, skyrockets. Don't buy Ethereum, skyrockets. Don't buy this, skyrockets. So I diversified. I invest when other people are saying don't invest. But guess what? You got to do your research. Like every single player I invested wasn't just like, I'm going to invest in this guy just because I like him. I invest in these guys because I listen to the interviews. I listen to their background. I watch their tape. I listen to how they carry themselves. I look what team they're on, what players they're surrounding, what people are saying about them. Then I take that all into account, and then I put my money into the players that I think have a lot of upside. And that's another one. That's the key word of the day. Upside. Upside. Kyle Trask, starting QB, upside. Trey Lance, starting QB, upside. Zion plays a full healthy season, upside. Sam Howell plays good when he plays in his first year, upside. Justin Fields wins the division, upside. Like all these guys have so much. Josh Allen wins the Super Bowl, upside. All these guys have so much upside. But they also have downside. There's always good, there's always bad. I could get rocked on them all, or I could win half. Who knows what's going to happen? And then another one, I like personally, although not everyone can afford it, you can go smaller. Go big or go home. I like it. I mean, I'm a risky man. I like buying the big cards because the big cards is where you can make the most money, but you also could lose the most money. So if you're a risky man, you go big. If you like to play it safe, just buy a bunch of small autos, then slap them up. But that's the rest of my PC besides Trevor. Those are a couple lessons. If you liked it, drop down in the comments, and I'm asking you, please, give me ideas. I have time after my streams. I will do whatever videos, whatever information you guys need, and I will take my time out of the day and do it for free because I love helping the hobby and I love helping my people. And on that note, amen. Call God. You dig?